Coach, it is a building that has seen it all through the many years of its existence as EA Sports welcomes you to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 180!
Yeah. You don't want none.
12.
Switch gears. Check.
Hey, gun. 21. Here we go.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
He's coming. Double up.
Two. Check three. Yes.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Set, cut, man, ring. Set it on. Watch 54. Here we go. Joker. Check 43. Hunt, 64. Swing.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Let's see what you got. Watch the edge. Showing up.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the gun, McLeod. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
21. Here we go. 11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now to have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm on. Pick the edge. Go. Switch. Jack.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
On 1st and 10, McLeod. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Terrell Basham. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. McLeod. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4.
Off the play fake. McLeod. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
11, 11, hey, Alpha.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1, Omaha.
Check out.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Cut. Hatchet. Check that.
12, fellas, here we go.
Kill.
12, fellas, here we go.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 49-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Garoppolo got his man complete over the middle. That's Zimmerman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
21. Check 99. 50.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
65. Hey, gun. Top. 1, Omaha.
This is Mack on the counter, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
We want it. Come to my world. Kill. Switch. Shot. Right there.
To throw on 2nd down. McLeod. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Check 9. Watch out.
Operating from the gun. McLeod. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Right there. All day, baby.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McLeod, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that'll make make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
11, 21, 21. Move.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Garoppolo. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here we go. Black 80. 21, 21.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. They'll run the screen with Mack. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled.
And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8.
He's coming. We got double up. One, Omaha. White. White. Hey, Foxtrot.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Lock. Hey, good.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
What we got? Watch safety creep. Squeeze. Check 24. Check 24. Yo. I got him. He's mine.
To throw again. McLeod. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch the screen. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Check 52.
54 is much.
From the gun, McLeod. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Mike's 5-4. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
Operating from the gun, McLeod. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
58, boys. 58. It's Mike.
Hey, Delta. Hey, gun.
58's Mike.
He can't hang. He's not getting... Nick.
58 is the Mike. Go 58's the Mike.
Here we go. Say hi.
On second and a couple. Garoppolo airing it out for Hamilton. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
And 2 yards to go.
Here we go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Ready? Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Ready? Hey, come on. Mike 54.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, McLeod. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. McLeod. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Quarterback, go. Get him to tear you up. Go get him.
Check. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check 3.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Heavy, what you got? Heavy?
From the gun, McLeod. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away.
Here we go.
Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
Let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
65. 11. Deuce. Jump.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Check 12.
Hey, watch it.
I got you. Flag! Hey, come on. Get hot.
They'll go again here with Mack. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
11. Hey, alert!
Check 37.
They'll run with Lindsey. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though.
13.
Check 4. Check nickel. Alert flare.
On second down now, it's Mack. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Alert 3.
21. Here we go.
Big edge.
6 guard. Check 6 guard. Pick the edge.
Come. Say hot.
They'll try and run. Here's Mack. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
13. 12. Go.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant there to make the grab. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus's point after is good, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
At the 33-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Check. Lucky.
Lock. 2. Hey, gun. 21. Here we go. Go ahead.
On first down, Mack. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here we go. Like 80! 2.
Play action, Garoppolo. That's complete to Jake Butt. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
1, Omaha. 21. Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4.
Here we go.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Check 13.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
65. Hey, Orville.
54. All day, dog.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Check 99. Go.
Back.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check 50. Check 50.
Looking to throw. McLeod. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A huge play there on the screen pass. 48 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
To throw on second down. McLeod. And the catch made by Hilton.